Bitcoin pumping, altcoins starting to break out. Did Trump sell Bitcoin for Ethereum? Altcoin season is here, or is it? There's some key levels we need to pay attention to. We're going to be breaking that down for you right in just a moment. Everybody hit that like button, retweet, hit that share button, hit the heart, the notifications. We got some data we're going to be breaking down today, but we're going to do mostly TA on XRP and Chainlink and a new AI agent coin that we got to pay attention to in the DeFi AI sector, as well as what's going on with this market. Why did it pump today? I'm sure you already know, but we're going to be breaking that down and everything that we need to be paying attention to so that we can stay on the right side of the trend. So as we get this going, everybody get ready because we need to get this pump music playing because the party's getting started. Let's make sure we are prepared. Everybody, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Algo, HBAR, all of these and more. Ondo, let's talk about it.
Bitcoin, pump, altcoins, pump. I've been preparing for this. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Bitcoin, pump, altcoins, pump. I've been preparing for this. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Bitcoin, pump, altcoins, pump. I've been preparing for this. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Bitcoin, pump, altcoins, pump. I've been preparing for this. Can't nobody tell me nothing. SEC and its policies rely on whatever Gary thinks. Bitcoin's a flight to quality. I heard that from Larry Fink. Every hour losing purchasing power on foolish shouting. It's not our fault. Blame the cult. It's the political cowards. When it comes to gas, our purchasing power just got cut in half. I sit back and laugh, open my bag, fill it with stacks and sats. Bitcoin, pumping, altcoins, pumping. I've been preparing for this. Can't tell me nothing.
And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality. We're hearing from clients around the world.
Bitcoin, pump, altcoins, pumping. I've been preparing for this.
And I believe crypto will play that type of role as
Bitcoin, pump, altcoin, pumping.
we are hearing from clients around the world.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a
Can't
flight
nobody
to
tell me
quality.
nothing. Bitcoin, pump.
We are hearing from clients around the world.
Prepare for this.
It's time to jump into these charts, everybody. The market is setting up for some amazingness. We got to make sure we are prepared. So everybody, if you're ready to dive into this, throw a 1 in chat, type bull or bear, because we got to jump into what's going on. We got some signals. Are we out of the woods? Could there still be a little bit more of a pullback? There are signs and signals, but is the bull strength strong enough? We're diving into that right now. Everybody, let's get into it. Let's go. Good morning, bulls. And I'm sorry, bears. The question is going to be, are the bears going to win out here in the near future with another dip, or is Bitcoin going to break up above a key level that we need to pay attention to? We've been keeping you on the right side of this trend this last 2 years. So let's dive in and look at exactly what we're seeing, because we got that washout. Oh my God, it's scary. Even the wick. Oh, scary. And look how strong the bulls were in this area. And how do I know they were strong? This green box that propagated here from the BitLab trading stack. We can see it right here, BitLab volume, part of that stack. The green box automatically populates when you have a huge amount of orders. This is called an order block. Huge amount of orders came in large amounts. So it's not just you and me buying a lot. It's larger money coming in and defending this area. So big sell, but then huge big buy as well. So we have this order block, which actually establishes a great sort of support area if we do come back down in that area. We got another order block here in this 95 zone, which is directly on this breakout. Look at this retest down. Where is this? Let's do option H, do a horizontal line there. And look at that. That's the rejection point, chop point with the little support, rejection point, support. So you can see the orders came in. This green box that we're talking about on the chart automatically shows you here at the BitLab trading stack. We can see that orders were defending this area, and then we pushed up right into this golden pocket. That's what these two lines are right here, the Fibonacci retracement level, where you very likely could get a rejection to come back down. We had a little bit of a hesitation here with the rejection, boom, popped right through it. Now, what did that? We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be going through some other TA today as well. We're going to be looking at a lot of stuff. By the way, if this is your first time here, I can guarantee you it's not going to be your last time. My name's Kellam, here, a member of the BitLab community with you. We are in this together. We're going to bring you meaningful tools, content, resources, and keeping you on the right side of the trend. So let's do this. We've got the best community out there. When we're looking at these markets, we're going to look at a little bit of context of some things that are going on in the space. But then most importantly, we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at XRP. We're going to look at Solana. We're going to look at Link. We're going to look at a couple AI plays. We're going to look at Ondo and Aerodrome. We're going to go through a ton of stuff today. So stick with me. And while you're here, you're paying attention, let's get active in the live chat. We are here. I was on Crypto Billy and the Billy Goat Tells spaces last night, and we were all talking about community, the importance of community. I appreciate it if you're here and you're watching. Maybe you have the phone in your pocket. And in fact, I applaud you for following along, even if you're not actively involved in the live chat. But I'm telling you, this community gets so much better when all of us actively participate in live chats, whether you're asking questions, throwing in coins that you want to look at, it's super chatting for specific TA that you want to see on particular coins. Getting involved with the community. Let's do this together, because the more community we have, the easier it is for us to really pay attention to what's going on in this market and participate in a meaningful way. Shout out to Falco for gifting 5 BitLab memberships. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate every single one of you that's here. Remember, we do giveaways throughout the week. I just sent out like 9 or 10 giveaways 2 days ago. Spent almost $200 just on the shipping. But we do the giveaways. If we do, I'll set a goal right now. If we get 10 super chats, let's do it. 10 super chats, boom, boom, boom. We do giveaway. And we will draw the giveaway from those of you. If you want to enter the giveaway, it's very easy. All you got to do is come over right here to the @Kellam, this link right here. I'll share it in the live chat for you on YouTube. If you're on Twitter watching, and we got 150, 160 people on Twitter watching as well. All you have to do is YouTube or Twitter, come over here, hit this retweet button, hit this like button. We will randomly draw at the end if we get 10 super chats or 20 gifted memberships. I'll do either or. So shout out to everybody there, everybody that's tuned in. Now, why the price pump? I told you guys about this. Wait for Wednesday for the CPI read. We got a pretty decent PPI, which is an indicator of potential future inflation, because if producer price index is up, that means it's gonna that cost is gonna translate to consumer goods. But then the next thing we were looking for, which was this morning, was a CPI print. We see CPI down, and Bitcoin immediately rallied after. So are we going to be breaking through that 100K mark? We're going to be looking at that. We got some targets and levels and some data around this. Rather than just hoping for price to go up, let's look at the data. Shout out Bad Fox. How you doing? Tater, how you doing? Objectively, Real Reality Objectively. DIY Crafts, how you doing? The Middle Journey. Ugin Sky. Boo, 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 boo. Who else? We got Black Ice. We got the fam in here. Veteran Crypto, Crypto Farmer, Theo Rodriguez, Papa Guth, Falco. I see all of you. Kevin Pierce. Let's get into it, guys. We got some stuff we got to go through today. All eyes. Yes, all eyes. Again, it doesn't need to be political. Look at this like a speculator in this market, because that's what we all are. I don't care if you like this party or that party. What does it mean for the impact of the markets that we're in? All eyes on January 20th. And most importantly, what it means for the next era, not only of the country, but the world. And it has nothing specifically to do with the political party. It just happens to do with the party elect that's going to be going in January 20th. Seems to be, and all indications are that they're very crypto focused. So with any uncertainty in mind, January 20th, when the inauguration happens, and the likelihood of some major changes, some major bearish pressures being taken off the crypto market in the liquidity capital of the world for crypto, which is the US. If that is to take place and some of those things that have been indicated, then we are in for an incredible 2025. Let alone we got the CPI read yesterday, still unsure about rates, blah, blah. Who cares? Let's look at the data. What do the charts say? So, even the other day, even though we were being smart, I've told you, throw one in chat if you remember me saying this. My bias, and it's not just bias, my feeling is that up is coming. Even with looking at the up bias, I always tell you, let's look at some downside targets in case that were to happen, so we are prepared in that eventuality. Well, we got a sweep to the downside, which I said 67 times in the last 3 weeks about the potential fake outs to the downside to catch you off guard. And in this case, we saw it. Let's double click here. We got Mvino 699. Hey, hit the likes, people. Thanks for being you, Kelly. Thank every one of you for being you. Thank you all for being here as well. But we saw this, potential head and shoulders, indicating that we could see a breakdown. And I've told you this over and over this last year, especially as we've gotten more bullish after November 5th, that when you see these sort of potential bearish reversal patterns in a bull market, the trend that's going to dominate is up. So when you do see a potential reversal pattern, what we got the fake out breakout to the downside completely and then immediately launched to the upside. And where did it go down to? Well, it came right down to this trend line that we've had established back here since the middle of November. Rejection, support. And look at this, kind of bounced just short of support there. So this was, let's basically jump off the roof onto the trampoline and jump higher than where we came from. That's exactly what's happening here. And so we need to pay attention to this because although we got the CPI read positive, I know January 20th coming in Monday, there is bullishness here in ways we have not even possibly been able to price in. So my question to every single one of you right now, let's set some records. We got 400 people here on YouTube and another 300 something on Twitter. I want every single one of you, especially if you're on YouTube, to scroll down like this just so you can see right here. If you're not a BitLab member here on the YouTube, hit that join button. It's like $1 something a week. But either way, every single one of you, make sure it says subscribed. Over 50%, and it's not just 50% of the people that watch, 50% of the people that are watching on a daily basis, I see the data on the back end. You're not even subscribed. What are you doing? Hit the subscription button. Hit this all right here. You get notified. I do stuff for members on here, and about once or twice a week, I post it to the public, and you'll only see it if your notifications are on because I post it available to the public for about 5 minutes. And then I take that off. So you get some juicy nuggets if you have your notifications turned on. In addition to, even if you are a member or not a member, have your notifications on so you see when I'm coming live with the charts and the signals and all the things here. So January 20th, what does this mean? Well, Donald Trump's new SEC to begin overhauling the agency's crypto policies as early as next week. This will be in favor of bullishness. They're talking about for every new regulation that this new administration puts in, he says that they're going to eliminate 10 other regulations. They are very crypto focused. You have World Liberty Finance. You've got, which is Trump's company, which has a DeFi company in crypto. Trump's also launched NFTs. He's also, he holds Ethereum and he holds a number of other things. You got JD Vance, who holds Avalanche, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then you got Vivek Ramaswamy, who's super bullish on crypto. Then you got the list goes on and on and on. So January 20th, if you ask me, ask him. Is January 20th bullish?
Buy crypto.
There it is, baby. Buy crypto. So any of that move to the downside that you felt, oh, maybe the market's topped. Well, maybe your pride and your ability to look at the market doesn't mean a goddamn thing if you can't look at the historical trends. I've been breaking this down. It doesn't mean you don't ignore downside targets, which is why I always highlight them so you're prepared. But with all of this sort of stuff shaping up, Gary Gensler out, new SEC head coming in, new Treasury Secretary who owns up to $500,000 in the Bitcoin spot ETF. I mean, the landscape for what's about to come is about to clear the way for the bulls to go run, not even through the streets. They're going to be running through an open field without any limitations in a real way. So this is bullish as it can be. And then I want to get through this quick because I want to look at these targets. I want to look at TA. I want to see every single buddy that's, I want a roll call right now. If you're alive, if you're awake, type in 2 coins that you want to see TA on. Throw it in the live chat right now. I want to, and I'll try to get through. I'm going to do some turbo TA beyond the coins that I'm going to look at here in a second. Now, let's go ahead and see what else is going on. And then here we go. Yes, we have to look at downside targets when there's a potential bearish setup. But when you zoom out and you see this, and one of my favorite analysts, Tech Dev here, the cycle continues. The cycles continue. Disbelief on deck. What is he hinting at here? This point right here was the bottom, but the better buying opportunity was right here. Why is this? Although price is higher, look at this full reset of this momentum. Bam. Look at this. Same thing right here. This was the bottom, but now think about where we're at right now with the fundamentals moving forward with the ETFs and the countries about to stack Bitcoin and corporations stacking. But guys, we are just now getting to the point where the early adopter stage of the crazy wild west people, all of you, me, we were so far ahead, but we're now at the early adopter stage for the world. And this means this S-curve of adoption where we get a massive amount of an influx of new buyers, new retail, new corporate, new wealth, new guys. The path is here. And this right here is suggesting, look what happened from here on. Boom, that was the upside. Look what happened from here on. Man, the whole parabola almost unfolded after that. Back here, same thing. The majority of the parabola. Either way you cut it, whether we only go up to 120 or we go up to 275 or 500, who knows? But we do know that we're on the precipice right now of the next major move up. That's what I can get behind. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm stacking. That's why I am so cash poor, because I cannot not take advantage in every way possible before this run unfolds. And what this means is, when we think about this, what's next? Well, zooming in a little bit tighter, and we're going to look at TA on all the altcoins here in a second, look at this massive bull pennant with the little pause. Look at what right here. We've broken out of this bull pennant. This was at 53 to basically $74,000 range. That's 7-month sideways action. This is a line chart. So you're cutting out all the noise, showing the bullishness. Here we broke out. We're roughly right here on this target, and the measurement out of this is $158,000. Now, let me know in chat right now if you're watching, or if you're watching later, you can comment down below the video. Also, if you're on Twitter, you can comment. I can see your comments. All you got to do is click on this. You see this, and in the live chat, whatever, there we go. Chat here. I can see your chats. Let's all get active and engaged, guys. I don't care if you're on YouTube or Twitter. Let's tie this together so we see familiar faces, so we can build community. That's what this is about, everybody. So when we're looking at this chart and we see that the target's at 158, do you think we'll get to this? And if so, do you think 158, this region, whether it's 140 to 160, whatever, do you think this would be a likely top? Do you think we're going much higher? What price point do you think is going to be the top? Like within about a $5,000, $10,000 range, where do you think the Bitcoin top's going to be? You don't even need to tell me the month. You don't need to tell me what part of the year. Where do you think the top's going to be in this cycle when we do top out? I'm curious what you guys see. Now, continuing on, we also see Trump's World Liberty Finance sold 103,000 Bitcoin. No, 103 Bitcoin, basically about a little under $10 million to buy ETH. This could be one of those catalysts that really starts to kick ETH into gear. And in addition to that, then you see Chainlink. I added more Chainlink this morning, everybody. Why? Because as much as it's a pretty blue chip, pretty large market cap, I'm not going to get the max gains because it's not, numbered 6,000 with only a $2 million market cap. But this is so integrated and becomes so integrated with the world outside of crypto, as well as the world within crypto, that I truly think this is going to be one of those coins, although it has a fairly mid to large cap market cap. I think this is going to be an incredible performer, not only this cycle, but for probably, the next 15 something years or something like that. So this is incredible. You can now permissionlessly make any token cross-chain with Chainlink CCIP. So this kind of ate the breakfast for some of those different interoperability coins, because now you can basically just look at this. Hell yeah, permissionless token onboarding, CCIP now available. $1.3 billion of tokens have been securely transferred over to CCP to date. This is going to be, a continued trend in this regard. And this just brings more connectivity, not only to the crypto market, but more utility to Chainlink beyond it being an oracle, beyond it being a data aggregator, beyond it being, a facilitator with CCIP and some of their other protocol, established protocols, integrating with Swift, the largest global finance transaction network, and DTCC and their partnerships with UBS. And I mean, guys, Chainlink, I'm so bullish on all this. And then we see why hasn't it happened? Well, look to Bitcoin, then look to Ethereum, then look to alts. Yes, Ethereum's an alt, but Ethereum is the number 2 market cap. It's basically one of the, I would consider Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink to be the 3 truly blue chip coins that they're going to be around in 20 years. So when we look at this and we also consider the size of the market cap, we see Bitcoin has already had this run. Ethereum is not quite there. It hasn't broken previous all-time high. So, but then we also see, look at how close it is. Then you see all the other altcoins, everything minus the top 10, the others chart. That is this chart right here. Let's see, others. When we zoom out on this, you look at this in relationship to where the price is to the previous all-time high, and you can see that we still have some way to go to even catch up with all these. And I do think when the market does start to rip, when it really gets going, whether it's, starting at the end of this month or in February or March, and we're going to have to see how this plays out. I do think we're going to see massive gains in all those alts that we've been waiting on. We've been waiting for this alt season, right? And sometimes you got to be patient and just stack periodically when you get capital. Don't over allocate yourself so much that if it does dip, then you're scared. So you sell at a loss and then the market rips. You got to make sure you're maintaining a healthy exposure, but also being able to navigate your life without having to be so fearful about every move in the market. And then we see, here it is, altcoins. This is the others. We had the breakout up. We had the retest of the Gaussian channel. Oh my God, it's over. And then you got the real rip. Okay, we had the breakout up. We got the test into the Gaussian channel. Breakout up next. Well, looking at this chart right here, this is what we can see. If I make this small so you can see the whole thing, this was at 2012, 2013. Boom. The breakout, retest of that breakout, launch. And in this case, we had this move here. And then we saw right in here, look at this, the breakout, retest, launch. We've broken out. We've retested all signals and signs about what's coming, especially with the landscape of regulation and suppression versus empowerment and support. That whole narrative is getting flipped on its head starting on Monday, January 20th. So considering that, are you a buyer or a seller here or a holder? That's what we need to ask ourselves. So when we're looking at all this, it's just like, guys, we are so on pace. It's not even funny. So coming back over to Bitcoin, let's get into the TA. Let's break down everything going on here. Again, let's see if we can get those super chats, 10 super chats or 20 gifted memberships. We can do 5 and 5. That's okay as well. Half and 50 and 50. I do want to do a giveaway today. All you got to do is come over here to the @Kellam page. Where's it at? Let me exit out of this. Go to the Kelly Kellam page, retweet this, hit this like button. That's where we're going to draw from. Now let's get into TA. So Bitcoin, although we have been breaking to the upside in the near term, we had the washout down. We had the washout down here. Boom, bounced right on the support, launched right all the way back up through this. We have a bit of an inverted head and shoulders here now that we have broken out of. The target immediately out of this, the target, if you measure this from that neckline, this is where rejection, rejection, rejection. So you have this neckline. Measure from this to the base here. Boom, like that. And now you measure this out and look at where this target is. This target's breaking through all of these order blocks to this previous range high, coming right up to almost get back to this $108,000 top. This is a $106,000 target out of this inverted head and shoulders. But what else is present? What other data do we need to be paying attention to? Well, if we come back over this chart right here, this is Bitcoin as well. We have this descending level of resistance from this point to this point, and look at kind of this intersection. This is a fib here, measured. Let's actually measure this a little bit more. I must have drawn that with my thumbs. There we go. That goes down. There we go. So let's measure from the top to the breakdown. We come up, found some resistance on the golden pocket, sliced right through it, and are hesitating at this 786. Pretty interesting how these fibs give you the key to where things are most likely to have interaction. Now, in addition to that, what I'd like to point out is this descending level of resistance with this horizontal fib that's right here, giving us a little bit of a box right in this zone, excuse me, which is potentially could be a little bit more resistance than just one of these types of trend lines. So all point being is we need to really not only clear 99,000, but this descending level right here, and basically right at about 100. So 99 to $100,000 is, two possibilities. We break through this, and one, I want you to notice something. If we do break through that, then we're also breaking bullishly out of a falling wedge, which would be expected, right? Falling wedges tend to break bullish. However, this is rejected once, rejected twice. And in fact, this is where this trend lining was established. So this is only one rejection. It wouldn't be out of context, as excited as we are right now. And again, I'm still leaning very bullish. It wouldn't be out of context for this to push into here and potentially even have a fake out up, come back down and work its way back down, maybe to the middle of this range. And then look at that. Look at where this would be. That's January 20th. And then, basically move out like this. This is a real possibility. So as bullish as I am, I'm still a little hesitant between now and let's say Tuesday next week, based on how things can unfold between that. Because if there is so much bullishness in this market, there is a perfect recipe for emotional traders to overhype, overleverage, start basically, I'm going to catch this before it breaks out. Okay, catch it, leverage long. Let's wash you out and then launch. That's a very real possibility. Now, of course, what we all would prefer is for this to not do that. I'm going to make this orange. I'm going to leave this on the chart for a couple of days and see how it plays out. I'm going to go like that. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's do a green line, double click, turn it green. There we go. Okay. So the other opportunity, let's delete this now. The other opportunity here is this, where we at? For this to have a little, okay, how many times you got to click on the damn chart for it to work? Click, click, click. There you go. Shit. So coming into here, potentially have a little bit of chop here, push up, break down for a retest. This is actually a confirming move, and then having the move up like that. And then, of course, the most bearish one would be like, oh, this is not going to work, but I don't see that happening. I think these are the two possibilities we need to plan for. But this is ultimately bullish. I don't even need to do any more TA on Bitcoin, because right now everything and so many people are looking, okay, what's going on with Ethereum? What's going on with our alts? I do think, even though we've had these sort of small little niche pushes within the market, I do think the altcoin market broadly in some ways is waiting on Ethereum to finally catch that move. Yes, we saw AI agents take their rip. Yes, we saw memes, have their little mini cycles. Yes, we've seen this throughout the space, but we haven't had that. You look at the alt market and everything is just 15, 20, 40% on a daily basis for like 2 or 3 weeks. That's what alt season is, not having a few alts rip. And so when we see that, that's when we know. And I do think there's a little hesitation in the market until Ethereum finally gets its sort of its cat let out of the bag. And so as it stands right now, we did have this pretty big move to the downside. And this is, I don't want to say concern. Let's actually delete that. Oops. Yeah. I don't want to say it's necessarily concerning, but looking at this like this, okay, support, 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 bounce, bounce. And we see a little bit of rejections kind of in this zone, kind of here. We really need Ethereum for the bullish case. We need this to clear. Look at this horizontal right here, resistance. Now we all have a diagonal resistance as well, intersecting right at this point. But now what else do we need to pay attention to? Let's draw our fib. Okay. So what we're going to do, you can come over here to the left-hand bar, 1, 2, 3, 2, right here. See fib retracement. Click on that. Or you can just do, if you're on Mac, Option F. If you're on PC, Alt F. That's it. You don't see anything happen. But then if you click here, you got your fib. And then you click at the bottom there and look at what we got to pay attention to. Now we have the horizontal, we have this diagonal, and we have the golden pocket right here. This is telling me that this zone right here is a key zone. because we have 3 different types of resistance that are coming into this area. So if Ethereum does push up into here, and this is kind of realistic like we saw with Bitcoin, if it pushes into here, comes down, finds support kind of on this level right here where all this chop is, and then pushes up, my mouse always runs into stuff and then it makes the whole drawing look like trash. So push up like this, push up, then get the support and launch, something like that. Whatever it is, we're very keenly watching basically 34 to $3,500 because this is that golden pocket. Once we clear this, and you see we have this massive order block right above us, this tells me that this whole area is going to be a little troublesome unless we just get a market pop, which wouldn't be a bad thing, just slice right all the way, slice all the way through this. But I do think this area right here, stair-stepping up from 3,400 and then up here to basically 3,600, this 786, and then ultimately clearing $3,700, which is this level right here. I know we have all this here, but clearing this level right here, I think the market's going to really start to see some very positive momentum, not just with Ethereum, but with those alts that you're all holding as well. XRP getting some legs on it, broke above $3 today. And it's getting it had such a negative narrative with, the tribalism. Even myself, I was like, man, screw XRP. And, XRP is like, not, the community at 3 years of waiting, then getting the positive news. And now we're getting the SEC path cleared. And we have this massive bull flag here. And the target out of that, remember, let's go to the daily actually. Yeah. So the target out of this, if you wanted to be just an absolute bullish jackass, you could go like this, measure this. Why is this not clicking? There we go. Measure this up to there. And I don't think this is something that we should be watching, but we can be fun here. That shows about $13 target. Now I'm going to take this step by step. The immediate target I'm watching on Ethereum is the measurement of this bull flag right here, breaking out like this. And look at this, breakout, retest, and it's continuing up. The target on this is directly to this 2.618. And I think from there, if the market broadly is having that momentous move, I think this might be another sort of bull flag scenario hesitation, a next pop up here to $6 and then potentially up here. I see somewhere in this region as a real possibility if the market is really moving. If the market doesn't get as much momentum as everybody's expecting, we probably won't get to $8. But I do think that somewhere between the like above this, like $4.70 to $5 range, somewhere in here is probably the prime target. And it's somewhat of a conservative level for XRP to get. I'm going to make this blue. There we go. No, not there. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I think this is a very realistic level for the price to get to. If the market's moving like we all expect it to, I think somewhere here between $8 and $10 is very doable, especially with the type of integrations XRP has and potential ETFs and so on and so forth. Then you see Solana. Also, guys, giant move up here, sort of bull flag. The breakout of this, we showed you, this is just ridiculous. I don't see $4,800 happening this cycle. I think it could happen in the future, but that target is there. Some people are going to be trading and holding on just for that, only to be fully round tripped. I think more likely we're going to be looking, as we talked about yesterday, somewhere here in the 2.618. So basically, I'll call it 700. The $700 to $1,000 range, I think, is very doable for Solana. But when we're looking at this in the near term, double click on this. Looking at this in the near term, look at that washout. Boom. Washout down, fake out. Boom. Comes right back up above this resistance line. What we're really watching for on Solana, we have negative money flow right now. We'd like to see that flip back positive, but we're really watching for clearing these lows here, which is basically the 206, and then ultimately really clearing this zone right here. I'll do a line as well as those boxes. We have the order blocks, which automatically are printed from the BitLab trading stack, which, by the way, we're still under $100,000, barely. The BitLab Academy deal is still live. Take advantage of it while you can. The link is right there, lab.bitlabacademy.com/deal. That looks like this. See, lab.bitlabacademy.com/deal. The page looks like this. You get 15 days free. This is for the Discord where we have the charts and chart requests and the jump daily, the weekly, daily jumpstart TA, the community, so much in there. You can sign up right here and you get about 35% off for the life of your account. When this deal goes away, you keep that deal, by the way. That's just the link will expire. Once you sign up here, you also have the opportunity on the next page to add 120 lessons from on-chain to candles to patterns to indicators, as well as getting the indicators as a part of that deal, all for another 30-something% off. That link is right there, lab.bitlabacademy.com/deal. And if that's a little rich for your blood, it's pretty affordable. It's like $24 or something a month with the discount. You could sign up for $1.25, I think it is, a week to become a BitLab member here on the YouTube. But guys, this is where we're watching this order block right here. We need to clear this for the near-term bullishness, but really we need to clear the 220 to 230 range here, because this will be sort of the full swing of that, basically the reversal of the rounding bottom, the price action coming up here, kind of rejection coming up here, rejecting, finding support, and then getting that move. And yes, there's going to be corrections on the way up here, so do know that. Going down further, we got Link. The bullishness in Link is ridiculous. On the fundamental side of what they've done in the last 3 years, it is phenomenal that this is only $21. Remember, the previous all-time high is up here at about $55, and we're sitting about half that right now with the strongest utility we've ever had for this project, because it's all those things I listed before. The interconnectivity between, between the crypto ecosystem, as well as the traditional finance world, as well as real world asset tokenization. Guys, this is probably one of the most important crypto protocols out there. So we got the washout down. Look where it bounced on the 3-day. Look at where it bounced, right on this previous resistance, flipped it to support. So on this breakout, the only thing that effectively happened here, everybody looks at all the noise, is the price moved up. It never checked this and flipped it to support. It came back, flipped it to support, and now is getting that bounce. So what do we do from here? What does it look like on the 4-hour? Let's kind of delete some of these. Boom, delete that. So we kind of have this boom. That is rejection, support. So at the intersection of these two trend lines is where we bounced. Now look at this. The washout coming back up. This is the zone. This is the zone right here we're paying attention to. We have an order block here, as well as a descending level of resistance. This is the zone that we really want to clear on Chainlink to really start potentially getting some headway for bullishness. If we get a small rejection here, if we get a small retracement here, potential move down where to the previous range consolidation, which is about $20. If we get a rejection here, that wouldn't be so bad. We just like to keep it above about $20.50, $20, 30 cents, this range here. If we get the correction down there, we may not. That would be bullish if we did, though. You're just retesting this level. If we do continue pushing up, this is a zone that we're probably going to get some chop here, a breakout, boom, and something like that. This is a key zone because of the order block you see right here and the descending level of resistance. This is going to be that zone before we get the major move. Cardano also kind of chopping sideways, getting a move. Sure, we got a bullish move here, but we have not yet cleared this high here. Look at this. Look at where it rejected, right at the order block. I'm telling you guys, get the BitLab trading stack. You get this, the volume profile that you see here, as well as these order blocks, both above and below. You see them automatically printing here. You can see them. See that? The red. You can't see the green because I have another box on it. And then, of course, the BitLab Trend Fuel down here at the bottom where you see the money flow, the RSIs. You get an immediate look dashboard, how many signals are bullish or bearish. Very quick look. And then, of course, you get the BitLab Intelligence where you can see potential reversal, two bullish divergences, launch, potential pause. We got the potential pause, but we found support, launch, trend shift. We got the trend shift. And then it ended up breaking down, as well as the moving averages that are involved with this. Shout out Papa Goof. Are we making much money that gold diggers will hunt us down? We are going to be getting in that zone here very, very soon. But I'm pretty bullish on Cardano, especially with some of those things that they're saying about the potential for no capital gains tax. And I think that would be on Cardano, HBAR, Algorand, XRP. There might be one other, but that's still speculation. We'll have to see how that plays out. If that's one of the executive orders, shit. I mean, you don't even know what's about to happen. But this is ultimately where we're watching on Cardano, $1.15. We want to break through this $1.15 level because that means you cleared the order block and you cleared this previous range high in this zone. And I do think that this would indicate that we're going to be making a run up here to $1.30. And then that's when you get the real gateways to the upside. Ondo, I'm so bullish on Ondo. I added Ondo this morning, and look at this. What happened? Well, you see a bullish divergence on the on the momentum waves here on the BitLab trading stack. See this? You saw super high volume sell with the reversal candle here, and then a little bit of this resistance, but we had bullish divergences while the price was finding support right here on this order block. And you see the VWAP angled up. Boom. I got in right about right here, and this is popped right up to the upside. We may get a little bit of a retracement here for a test, but I'm so bullish on, I think there's going to be some very big news coming out with Ondo here within the next month, especially from their conference. But they're having an unlock. I don't want to hear that anymore. They're having an unlock. Sure, it's going to be linear. It's unlocked over 3 years. And I think 80% of it goes to their treasury for basically back-end funding for some of the things they're doing. It's not going to be just dropped on open market. So I think that's going to be fine. And I think there's going to be some beyond U.S. treasuries. I think there's going to be some news about tokenization of some stock markets, I don't know what it's going to be, but I think it's going to be pretty damn bullish. Very bullish on that. Aerodrome. I added some more to Aerodrome this morning as well. Look at this. Huge selling volume right into an order block. Stopping volume candle. That's what the purple and the yellow is. Again, part of the BitLab trading stack. And just breaks right through the weekly VWAP, this yellow line right here, and just making, and in the middle of this small correction, 5 bullish divergences. And then the continuation, guys, we're seeing some bullishness here. I would be a little hesitant just on the near term with Aerodrome. If we can't get past $1.33, we may get a little rejection here, consolidation, then a breakthrough. But guys, with what Coinbase is doing with wrapped Bitcoin on Base, and all of it's being transacted through Aerodrome, guys, that means there's going to be some proxy DeFi plays going on with Bitcoin and Bitcoin trading volume with the wrapped Bitcoin on the Base network, which is what Aerodrome is, the DEX on the Base network. And Coinbase has a huge, they did $100 million open market purchase of Aerodrome coins. I think it was last February or something. So there was a huge opportunity in realizing that was an edge and realizing that they were indication they were going to be doing something with Aerodrome. And we got that with the wrapped Bitcoin. And remember, all these ETFs, the majority of the large ETFs, the largest ones, they're custodied through Bitcoin, through Coinbase as well. So I'm super bullish on Aerodrome. Then you got Algorand making waves. Look at this. Bounce, bounce. And on this zone over here, I talked about this. I said this could be a triple bottom. And look at the fake out on that. We did get the triple bottom on this, but we got a fake out below this trend line first, and then the spring shot launch up this. And look at where is this slowing down. It's slowing down right at the order block. Again, I do not draw these. The BitLab Trading Stack Indicator prints these automatically of where there's high liquidity interest, which started here. And look at where the price action currently is. This candle stopped here. We're having a little bit of a slowdown here. That's on the 4 hours. It looked like on the, even look, 24-minute. It showed that's right where we started stopping, which was on that order block. Guys, I'm so bullish. Moonwell also starting to look at this V-shaped recovery. This is on the 24-minute. Look at the 2 hour. Yeah, V-shaped recovery. Look at this. If you weren't confident here with this bullish signal and then it followed up with another bullish signal and then finding support on the order block, guys, in addition to that, look at this. All these 3 signals and there's bullish divergences printed on the BitLab trading stock down here on the oscillators. And then it also broke through the weekly VWAP. I mean, anywhere in here would have been good. And then it still, you don't believe it, tries to consolidate and you get 5 bullish divergences right here. Then look at that. Then boom, launch to the upside. Guys, I'm so bullish on what this market's about to do. Injective also, I saw some of you type Injective when we were looking at those earlier. Okay, let me just look at viewer activity. We don't have the threshold. Let's see. We got BitLab, Falco, 5 memberships. Vino, Crypto Danks, what do you use to find order blocks? Big love, homie. The BitLab Trading Stack, the BitLab indicators automatically print them, which you can find at that link right there, lab.bitlabacademy.com/deal. I told you guys, get involved. Yeah, I love you guys, man. This is just setting up for some incredibleness. And then let's look at dog, because we got a lot of dog people out there. Let's look at dog on Bitcoin, taking a look at what's going on the chart, holding up fairly damn good in the face of those pretty big pullbacks. The AI narrative pulled back way further than this. And when we consider this is on that sort of untapped liquidity on the Bitcoin network, I mean, look at this nice bullish hammer candle here showing a potential reversal, slicing right through, bear trap, slicing right through this, the golden pocket on this move, slicing right through it, coming right back up into it. So what I'd be watching for here is, and let's get to a little bit smaller time frame so we can look at the money flow. And so, I mean, bullish divergence printed on the BitLab trading stack here. Look at that bullish divergence. Came in right to this, and this is where we found the support to actually start pushing higher. We're not out of the woods yet for some more correctiveness. If the market pulls back, many of these alts, including dog on Bitcoin, would likely pull back too. But I do think we're coming towards the end of that with January 20th next week, with the bullishness, with the type of holders that hold dog are Bitcoin type people. They're not Solana meme traders. There's over 100,000 holders of dog on Bitcoin. And remember, all the tokens are out. There's no inflation. There's no issues like that. It's just, this is this is the coin I'm probably most excited about in my portfolio because it's such a Satoshi type of narrative focused coin. It's equal opportunity. There's no paid influencers. There's no paid marketing deals. There's no, let me pay to get on exchange. And this got up to nearly $1 billion market cap without any tier one exchanges. Imagine what exchange does it first, and when that happens, the amount of liquidity that's going to flood to this because it has the best fundamentals of any meme, which I consider a culture coin out there. So that's why I'm so bullish on this. And in fact, with all of this, you also have a bullish sort of falling wedge that you have coming in right here. If we draw this out, I could just boom, just like this. Bullish. I mean, this is massive. So if this is able to find support within this and maintain this support, which I expect it will, I'll be watching for a breakout of this zone right here, basically 596 to basically 621 zone, at which case I think that's when the market's going to really be moving, and get in early, take advantage of it. I'm a long-term holder. That's why I stack dog, and I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Veteran Morpho, let's look at Veteran Crypto. Let's look at Morpho real quick, and then I got to shoot you all over to the blockchain basement, Morpho USDT. So looking at Morpho, I mean, is this the correct one? I expect it is. I've never even looked at the price on this. I thought, let me know if this is the correct one. I think it is, but massive run up here. Pretty big sell-off, and look at this nice move here. I'd be kind of waiting on this. I do option F. Let's do from the top to the bottom. Okay, look at it's being held right now. Look, boom, bounced right into the 382. Next target's going to be up here at 323. The target above that is we're going to be watching to really break out of for momentum is going to be 376, which is this previous. That's a little lower than that. Going to be about 370 for continuation. For a continuation up. But as this stands right now, this is looking, this is on a 6-hour chart. We do have this sort of downtrend. It did break out of this. I would be a little hesitant if the market does get shaken up between now and Monday, a little bit of chop in here before, something like this, or it pushes straight up into this, slices through, and then we get that move, something like that. But, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. We're running a little over time today, and that's okay. But I got some other things I need to do for the members. But that's all I got, everybody. I love you. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the patronage. Thank you for being a part of the family. Let's go to the next stream with gratitude. Let's spread positivity. Let's stack. Let's make sure we dominate this market. I love you guys. Everybody hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Adios, muchachos. Thank you for coming. Thank you for always tuning in.